Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be answering a quick question. Should you update URLs for SEO when you update content? So to me, and based on everything that I know, the answer is no. You should not update URLs. There's only a few instances where you really should. I'll go through them a little bit later in the video, but I have a page here that I'm going to be updating and I'm going to be going through it in a separate video. But I originally created this page as the ultimate guide to nautical bedding sets. So it's about all these different nautical bedding sets, nautical quilts, and basically helping people pick out a new bedding set for a nautical bedroom. I published it in October 2016, and I want to go back and update this article, add new products, make sure everything is as up to date as possible. So you can see right now my URL up at the top here is the ultimate guide to nautical bedding sets. If you see any of my new pages on Beachfront Decor, they're all pretty much just keyword based. So I have a page here, coastal end tables. Even though the title is 100 plus coastal end tables and beach end tables, the URL is just beachfrontdecor.com/coastal end tables. And I do the same thing with Surfside PPC. I try to create long-term URLs. So on a recent article I just published to Surfside PPC, it's how to increase your website traffic, 13 strategies. So when I go back and I do update this page, I can keep the same exact URL here, how to increase website traffic. And I just published this August 7th, 2019. So maybe I go back and do 25 strategies. I can always update the content on the page and I never have to update the URL. So should I update the URL here? And the answer is no. And if I come back over here, recently on Twitter, there was a conversation with Google's John Mueller. And you can see here, someone asked if a site has old articles we want to update, is it necessary to modify the URL? And he put no need, just update the page. It'll be recrawled over time automatically. And I'd really recommend keeping the same URLs for the long run. So keep that in mind as you're ever updating your website and updating old content. You should really just keep the same URLs all the time. And this is all the way back in 2018. So someone asked the same exact thing. If I write new content replacing several old articles, should I redirect them and all to one single page? And he put, to be honest, I just replace the content on the existing URL. Changing URLs adds unnecessary complexity in most cases. And he even put here, someone asked him another question. If you update the content on the page, there's rarely a reason to change its URL. Keep it simple. Search engines like simple. So if you already have a page that's ranking in Google, if you're already getting backlinks to that page, there's really no reason to update the URL. So I already have backlinks to my nautical bedding sets page, so I really shouldn't update the URL. So even though I prefer this to just look something like this, so just beachfrontdecor.com/nautical bedding sets, I'm just going to keep this as the page and I'm not going to change this URL just based on everything that I know because it already is getting some traffic to this page. And there's really no reason for me to change it at this point, especially since it's been shared on Pinterest hundreds of times. I've shared it on Facebook and Twitter over the years, so I want to keep the same URL since it has backlinks to it as well. So we're going to come back over here. So Google has said this all the way back to 2013. So this is from Search Engine Roundtable, Barry Schwartz's blog. And if you come here, you can see someone asked a question about whether or not they should change their URLs. They have a ton of dynamic URLs, so they look something like this. And it said, John Mueller said, I'd recommend not changing them if you're just changing them for SEO reasons. So you don't have to update your URLs to make them search engine friendly. Really a best practice for your website is if you already have pages to keep them as is. And then as you go and you create new pages like this coastal end tables one, like this how to increase website traffic, is to create these long-term URLs that you can always go back and update, where you can update your content and you don't have to update the URL. So one more example here is I just did a quick search. So best chatbots, you can see wordstream.com. So they have a lot of blog articles like this, where it looks like the old way that they created URLs was having the year in here. So this article was originally posted on October 4th, 2017. And you can see it's 10 of the most innovative chatbots on the web. But even right here, it says May 8th, 2019, it was most recently updated. And if you come here, you can see it was last updated May 8th, 2019. So they never changed the URL at the top here, even though it has 2017 in it. So you can still rank really high. This is still ranked on the first page of the Google search results. Probably still drives traffic, plenty of traffic without having to update the URL, since there are already probably backlinks going to this page. So the only reasons you should really ever change a URL is if URLs are over 1,000 characters long, if you are combining multiple pages of content. So let's just say, for example, I have a page about website traffic, where I'm talking about 5 website traffic strategies. Maybe I end up creating the new article like I just showed you. So I have this how to increase your website traffic. Rather than having 2, 3, 4 different pages that go over the same topic, to combine them all and make sure they're all going to one single page like this. So rather than having 5 strategies on one page, 3 best practices on another page, I could just put all of the strategies on one page. And in that case, you can change URLs. And what you would want to do is use 301 redirects. So what that means is you can actually redirect all these URLs to one single page. With WordPress, you can use a plugin like Simple 301 Redirects. I've done it in the past with my beachfront decor website. So I recently created a page about beach wedding decorations. I had a few pages that were related to beach wedding decor ideas and things like that. Rather than having all these separate pages, I'd rather just redirect this page right here, and I just redirected it to our new page here. I've also done it if I've had to delete pages. So this is a page I've had to delete, and I just redirected it to a nautical and beach quilts page since it was a beach quilt that I had to delete. So there's a few reasons why you might want to update existing URLs. If you are deleting a URL, you want to do a 301 redirect back to your homepage to make sure that Google just redirects that page back to your homepage and de-indexes it. Now, a couple other reasons is if the page was recently created and has no history, if you created a page a month ago and it's just starting to get indexed in Google, it's not a huge deal to change the URL and again, set up a 301 redirect. It's a very simple process, really no matter what website provider you're using. And last but not least, if you are reorganizing your website, if it's something where you have a bunch of new categories that you're creating, you want to make sure that your pages are in the proper category. That's another reason that you might want to update existing URLs to make sure that everything is organized and all of the pages have really the right URL structure that you're looking for. So these are the 4 reasons why I would recommend to update existing URLs. If you have a page that's already ranking, a page that has backlinks already, that has a lot of social shares, I really wouldn't recommend updating the URL because even if you set up a 301 redirect, it's not going to have 301 redirects for all of those different backlinks there. So with the over 1,000 characters, so this is just a recent article, John Mueller recommended keeping URLs under 1,000 characters. So if you have really long URLs, then you might want to update your URLs to make them a little bit more search engine friendly. However, if you have something like I do where it's the ultimate guide to nautical bedding sets, you don't need to update the URL. Just keep it as is. Google will rank it just as high as other URLs. Even if I updated this, it will end up hurting me in the long run if I did this with a lot of my old articles as I go back and update them. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. You don't need to update your old URLs. If you are updating content here, Google will just recrawl that content. You can update the date right here. So as I update this page, I can update it and say, okay, I last updated it in August of 2019. So I'll just update the date here and then Google's able to see, okay, this page has recently been updated, and that will help me with ranking. So again, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. Thanks for watching my video today, and make sure you subscribe to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel.